The Sweet 16 props and Tyreek Hill trade edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBET. The WynnBET Casino is now offering a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 for new users. Download the WynnBET app now or visit wynnbet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Stable Duel. Stable Duel is a horse racing DFS app where you can play free and paid games for real cash prizes. You can win as much as $25,000 with one entry. Head over to StableDuel.com to get started today. We're also brought to you by PropSwap, America's marketplace to buy and sell sports bets. Use promo code SGP on your first deposit to receive up to $500 in bonus cash. Head over to PropSwap.com or download the PropSwap app today. And of course, don't forget to download the SGPN app for all of our free picks and podcasts.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy. You're listening to SGP. Wait, hold on. Say it again. Long Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Oh, it's we're doing props, Sean. We're talking basketball and props. Two things I love, hold dearly in my heart. That and talking shit to people who do not believe.
we are going on full tilt. I wish there were more haters last year when it dominated 79%. Of course, referring to the first half under, still a very strong performance of 59%. Joining us, a man who hits at least 59% in his locks, Colby Dant, aka the Dantabase. What's happening, Colby?
They call me Prop Dundee.
Wow.
Prop Dundee. Wow, look out.
Is that because you once got hit by the prop of a boat engine?
That's not a prop. This is a prop. And shout out to our awesome Photoshop expert on the show, Jake Paycoin, nailing the Colby Dant, aka Benedict Dant, with his trainer.
Let's go Friars.
He made up. We found an old school bounty hunter poster, and he photoshopped Colby's face on it. Yes, an awesome wanted poster.
I've also enjoyed just the random just responses in that I'm reading in my head in Colby's horrible Irish Scottish accent. Do we have an official name for the accent?
I'm your leprechaun.
Yeah, just stop replying to anything we tweet with "I'm your leprechaun." No, it's fun, but all right, we got a great show for you today. We found some Sweet 16 props.
Yes.
We're gonna be breaking down again. We gave out all our against the spread picks for Thursday and Friday's games. If you've missed those, go back and listen to those pods. Very strong pods. And we're gonna hit on some props and also break down the Tyreek Hill trade. Maybe even, did we talk about the Matt Ryan trade yet, Ryan? I feel like we need to do
we need to do a free agency grades, but it just keeps happening.
Well, I think tomorrow we should fire up the old best ball machine because with so many trades, so many free agents, it shakes up, it rattles the cage of the best ball.
Tyreek Hill said when he thought about Miami, he said, "There's gold in these there hills."
Oh, I just love that Tua has some weapons finally.
That's the only thing slowing Tua down. Not enough weapons. Oh man, this show and all the shows on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network presented by our good buddies over at WynnBET, hooking you up with a sweet 100% casino match. Are you kidding? 100% deposit match up to $1,000. You feel like you're at the beautiful Wynn casino, but it's right in the palm of your hands. You're hanging out, watching a game, and playing blackjack. That is a true
#Legends only
experience. And you could win a trip to the Wynn Las Vegas. Maybe hang out with Kramer and I. For every $500 you spend on the first and second round of the tourney, you get one entry into the drawing for the Wynn Las Vegas and the Win Hour. That's right. If you have the Win betting app, and I don't know why you wouldn't at this point in your life, during the Win Hour from 2 to 3 Pacific on Thursday, you will get a notification. Better prices on the games. Reduced juice. -105, -110 is for real squares. Bet big, win bigger over at winbet.com. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at winbet.com. Must be 21 roll and pleasant or safer. Available if you or someone you know is again. Probably 1-800-522-4700.
He's really Rudy. We're gonna give him the outside. We're gonna give him the inside. We're gonna go.
5 foot nothing, 100 of nothing.
So yeah, let's talk the Tyreek Hill trade. Break that down. That was, I mean, the Devontae Adams one was kind of surprising, but I at least heard a little smoke on it. The Tyreek Hill one, I didn't really hear much at all, if anything, about this trade.
I got to imagine the Chiefs were there with us in Vegas, Sean, watching Tyreek Hill play craps. When they said, "Fuck, we're out on this guy."
He doesn't know how to play craps.
He's burning his money on the table.
What was he playing? He was playing no craps.
He was playing no craps. First of all, which
I'd never even heard of.
Again, anytime they make an adjustment on a perfectly good casino game,
yes,
there's like 4 stable of games, and everything else is just an adjustment on that. So if they're adjusting a game, stay away. And on top of that, what are you doing playing no craps? You're completely just giving so many more outs. Anyway, Tyreek Hill got shipped down to Miami as punishment. Purgatory with Tua.
Well, and it sounds like he went to the Dolphins and was like, "Hey, give me or the Chiefs and said, "Hey, give me an extension." And the Chiefs just said,
because he lost all his money playing craps.
Yeah,
maybe that's why the win is coming up big in this one. He $120 million extension, but really, obviously, you're trying to figure out what is the guarantee because that's all that matters. 72.2 million guaranteed.
It's not bad,
and they had to give up a decent number of picks.
A second,
a first round pick, second round pick, and a fourth. Plus a 4th and 6 in 2023.
That's
ridiculous. Is quite the haul for one receiver. I mean,
you know what I like right now?
What?
I like the value of trading draft assets this year, which tells me that teams are going to be hot and heavy for that 5 pick, hot and heavy for that 7 pick. I'm sorry, back to the Chiefs. I just don't get it. I don't get, like, if you're Tyreek Hill, this is a retirement contract. You're going to Miami.
Yeah.
You're going to play with a young quarterback because you're going down there to party. That's what's going on right now. And you know what I saw the internet had the nerve to say that, and I quote, defenses are really going to have to guard Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill at the same time.
Yeah,
Sean.
I mean,
what am I missing? I mean, I'm a Tua sympathist.
Yes, you are,
and I do not understand this. Devontae Parker works with Tua. Tyreek Hill, accurate. Like, you need a deep ball. Tua.
You need a really good touch on that as well.
What? Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Miami and their new coach.
They continue to be one of the more, like, it makes you wonder what the hell this franchise has been doing, because you can't pay a wide receiver that type of money.
Just watch this movie. It was the Gettleman Giants from 2018 to 2022. You don't try to fix your quarterback by throwing fancy toys at him. That's
I mean, he doesn't.
How's their offensive line, Sean?
If your teenager doesn't know how to drive, you don't go out and get them a nicer car. It's not the car. It's the fact they don't know how to drive.
I figured we might talk about this today, so I do have a prop bet. Over under 5.5 before Tyreek Hill says something publicly negative about Tua.
I mean, here's the other thing, and we've kind of been knee deep in college basketball. I'm sure we'll get to it when we start switching gears with more preseason NFL draft. We got so much awesome draft stuff coming. Can't wait to make the official announcement. But Ryan, we haven't talked about the fact that the Dolphins signed Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a guy that takes over for shitty quarterbacks like that. This guy is eating.
Maybe that's why Tyreek Hill signed.
Yes, he's eating strictly off of. Well, this is some of the line movement. Now, shout out to good folks at WinBet. Here are some of the adjusted numbers. Tua MVP. It was 100-1. Ryan, guess what it is now? If you hadn't seen it.
Tua MVP 100-1. I mean, I'm sure it's down to 25-1.
40-1.
All right.
I was hoping they would do the move that they did on Wentz and troll him and have it go from 100-1 to 110-1. Chiefs Super Bowl odds, they were 9-1. Now they're 10-1.
That doesn't seem warranted.
Well, again, they're I'm sure they're responding to the market, but Dolphins Super Bowl went from 60-1 to 50-1. Mahomes MVP went to plus 700 to plus 750.
Andy Reid's a genius. The league figured out the Tyreek Hill offense and he got rid of him.
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened here. Well, and I think I actually just workshopped this in my own head. I think the Dolphins said, "Hey, we got the Butler," and Tyreek Hill thought there was a Butler thrown in with the contract. So
Butler service.
When's the last time like a truly high price wideout won a Super Bowl? I mean, I know Odell Beckham won with the Rams, but that was after all that. It wasn't part of that.
Well, Cooper Kupp, I mean, arguably he was the best receiver this year, and he won the Super Bowl. So if that's your definition of, and Chase was on the other side. So to your argument, maybe it does matter. No, because this year the two of the best receivers in the league were in the Super Bowl.
They weren't paid; they were still on their rookie contracts.
That's true.
That's my point.
That's the other thing.
That's my point. You can't invest that much money in the wide receiver position. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say Randy Moss, but even when the Patriots brought him in, they didn't end up winning the Super Bowl with him.
They didn't give him big money either,
no,
right?
They didn't. It wasn't a big deal. He was kind of like on his way out when they brought him in. I'm with you. I mean, I think it's if I was the Chiefs, I would figure out a way to keep Tyreek Hill there, but also, I mean, that's a shit ton of draft capital. They're already making calls for DK Metcalf. Like, the Patrick Mahomes offense, they're going to figure it out. And to that point too, when did Patrick Mahomes struggle? Right, he struggled when he kept trying to force the big play and not take the easy stuff underneath.
Let's go.
How do you force him to take the easy stuff underneath? Get rid of the big play guy.
Let's go to the time machine, right? Like everyone pinpoints that the decision made that ended up not getting them points in the playoffs as a moment where Andy Reid lost trust in Patrick Mahomes. Who did that go to? Well, guess what? When the kids fuck up, you put them in the corner. All right. Patrick Mahomes loses his toy because he lost Andy Reid's. I think it's smart because that was the reason your offense was failing. Your offense so heavily relied on this guy to stretch these defenses. They figured out how to play you because of your quarterback's impatientness or whatever you want to say. And so this is just how you evolve. Andy Reid has evolved through 20 years of offense. I guarantee this is going to be the right decision. And the Dolphins are going to look like shit.
Yes.
Dolphins fans, unfortunately, are excited. They're excited right now, but I will tell you this. The Dolphins will not be winning their division, and I don't know if the Dolphins are making the playoffs.
Wide receivers are a dime a dozen, even if you're that talented.
I disagree with that statement because I do think Tyreek Hill changes the way he can play.
He was a bit of an outlier, but again, But the way that he allowed you to play,
that money though.
But the way he allowed you to play has been figured out for the most part. They've kind of like between the Josh Allen Bills offense and the Patrick Mahomes offense. They're going to force you to be patient. So having a guy like Tyreek Hill is still valuable because he'll find his way. But
I'd also argue though that the shelf life on Tyreek Hill doesn't strike me as like a guy that's the greatest route runner. He's just super fucking fast, super explosive. And as you age, what is he, 28 right now? It doesn't make to me the most sense from that capacity.
I think just that's a lot of money. But we should be talking about basketball and. I don't know. I mean, what else is there to say? Tyreek Hill is good. I think you're wrong to say that Tyreek Hill isn't like a transcendent receiver.
I think he's a little bit of an outlier that makes a difference in the game. Kind of meeting in the middle in between your 2 points. Is he enough to win you games? Is he enough to impact your win total? I don't think so, especially if you have Patrick Mahomes and an innovative OC like Andy Reid. And if I was the Dolphins giving up that much guaranteed money, I would rather, if I'm a Dolphins guy, I'd rather invest it in the offensive line.
It rarely works. It just rarely works.
How many times do you see the high price? I mean, Randy Moss never won a Super Bowl, right?
No.
Terrell Owens never won a Super Bowl. You can go. I mean, Odell Beckham won, but on some basically Herb Williams New York Knicks shit.
You
know what I mean?
Mike Evans won. I mean, I don't know. You count him. He got paid.
Consider him on that level.
I think he changes your offense in a similar way. I think here's the problem, right? Like quarterbacks are the most paid people, and receivers, cornerbacks, and pass rushers. Like it's all because the passing game's important. So I do think strangely, like he's worth what he's getting paid, but also I think it's a bad move to do it. You know what I mean?
I just think bad franchises pay for that.
But maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. And I think again, bad franchises think that's the way to
Ryan,
fix your quarterback.
YouTube chat is on fire. Richard Gersberger saying Tua Tagliavoa needs a cutoff man to get the ball downfield. That would be an all time.
Derek Jeter's available. He stepped down as the Marlins CEO. Or whatever.
And again, clearly
Stays down there.
I must not be the only Tua hater online because the Tua memes have been off the charts. So there's been some really good ones.
There was a good baseball one of a pass to Tua that just like takes the the first
just beans the It's an all timer. All right, we're gonna switch gears. Talk March Madness props. Shout out to Trade Coffee. Oh my God, I'm so excited! I just got my first package of Trade Coffee, customized specifically for me. That's a good. I mean, if you love coffee, like I love coffee, Kramer loves coffee. Colby coffee Dant, they call him around the office. The beans, like whole roasted beans, are amazing. And I'm a whole bean kind of guy. I got the grinder. Can't wait to put it in. I'm excited for tomorrow morning because then I get my first taste of it. You can smell the beans coming through the bag. And man, it is. I know it's a good coffee just strictly from the smell. Trade Coffee, freshly roasted beans from 60 of the country's best craft roasters. Small businesses who pay farmers fair prices to sustainably source the greatest beans from around the world. Again, like when you have a great cup of coffee, if you do the pour over, grind up your own beans, it really makes a difference. The taste is amazing. Trade has delivered over 5 million bags of fresh coffee with more than 750,000 positive reviews. That is insane. Right now, they are offering new subscribers a total of $30 off your first order plus free shipping. All you got to do is go to drinktrade.com/SGP. That's more than 40 cups of coffee for free. Get started today by taking their coffee quiz at drinktrade.com/SGP and let Trade find you a coffee you'll love. That's drinktrade.com/SGP for $30 off and free shipping. God damn, I'm excited.
I mean, again, the quiz is fun. I dare you to not enjoy finding out what kind of coffee adventure you want to go on. All right, how do you want to do this, Sean? You want me to just MC it and we'll rattle off some picks? I kind of put them in order of what I thought made sense. We'll kind of start out with some fun stuff in the Sweet 16, and we'll round out with some more macro stuff. You know, a little micro, a little macro. Closing line value. Fuck you. Biggest win in the Sweet 16. All right, so we're doing props. Most of them are just about the round of the Sweet 16. That's where we're starting. So biggest win on Thursday and Friday in the NCAA tournament will be over or under 17.5 points. Is there going to be a blowout? Basically,
I mean, I think you're looking at under. Obviously, the St. Peter's game is the one you say. I think it's actually the Arkansas Gonzaga game that could come into play there too.
So I mean,
You think they'll beat Gonzaga by that much?
I think there's potential because you're funny. I see what you did there. I would say those two. I would be. I'm going to go under.
The largest spread is 12.5.
Is that chalk though?
To go under it's 120 each way.
Yeah, but I mean, I still feel like is everyone going to answer that way?
It seems like the chance of there being 8 college basketball games and not having a blowout is unlikely. I'm going over.
I'm going over, and I think it'll be one that we don't see coming. I could randomly see the Miami Iowa State game getting to be a blowout. Again, maybe St. Peter's just completely shits the bed in the second
Nova
half.
doing it to Michigan too.
Nova could really work Michigan. Yeah. Like I'm going over just because
Coach K goes out like a bitch.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Actually, change my pick to over because I feel like they want you to pick under, despite that.
Well,
that being
I think they're as a college basketball fan, not a TMZ fan, a real college basketball fan. I mean, we got a Sister Jean bobblehead in here, and you can tell when Colby's legs shaking, the head starts bobbling.
The whiskey starts.
I get excited, man. I get what are we, a day away, 24 hours away? Let's go.
Yes.
As a real college basketball, I think there is some bias. I worked into this bet where you want to say under 17.5 points because you know you're going to watch all these games. You don't want to watch a blowout. So you're inclined to take the under, talking yourself into how good these games are going to be when you know, to Ryan's point, there's 8 games. You know, one of them is going to suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of with your initial instinct. I'll roll with the blowout as Gonzaga.
Over. Let's go.
Highest seed. Maybe I didn't order them as well as I thought I did. Highest seed to reach the final.
Did
four.
not.
I did. We can fix this. Hold on. We're gonna fix this.
Highest seed to reach the final four.
We're fixing this. We're fixing this. Player. All right. Highest point total for a single player in the Sweet 16. 30.5. Over under. Over is -130. So a little juice to the over.
Teddy Allen's not in the tournament anymore, guys.
It's a lot of points for a single guy. So you kind of first have to think like, all right, if I'm
Timmy,
you're going down the list, right? Who can get to this number? There, I will say, if you start with Thursday's games, every game on Thursday has someone that can get there. In my mind, I think if we're being realistic, if we get past
Texas Tech might not score 30 points.
If we get back, if we get past the
They still
Gonzaga
win.
game, I think we could be sweating this one until the nightcap. But I'm inclined to take over here because isn't someone going to have a crazy performance, or is that just too much? How many times has someone scored 31 points? I'm sure.
Trying to think. I know Teddy Allen had 37, but I'm trying to think of who else dropped 30. I think Matherin might have for Arizona.
I mean, keep talking and I'll look it up.
I don't think Gillespie did. I don't think Dickinson might have. Dickinson might have against what, Colorado State maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to. I know for sure the Teddy Allen one because I thought that was like a record or something. But
again, there's adjusted juice on here, -130 on the over. Under 30.5 is -110. I'm going to take the under. Again, just as shitty as it sounds, leaning into the idea that maybe I'm struggling to see which one of these guys go off based on the picks that I have for these games. I mean, if Timmy goes for 31, I'm probably in trouble with my bet against Gonzaga. So selfishly, I'm going to take the under 30.5 here.
Dickinson only had 21 against Colorado State. He had 27 against Tennessee. And I just can't. I mean, yes, potentially could he get there? I still think Jay Wright with 4 days of prep will dial up something better. I think I go under. I think I go under too.
But we could lose on the first game.
I mean, Agbaji maybe. I don't think so though.
I think Timmy. I think Timmy
could be the one.
I mean. We could lose in the first game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under though. I like the idea of going under here, but it probably will be Timmy, and this bet will be done before it started. Highest point total for a team in the Sweet 16, 87.5. Even juice each way. See, I'm more inclined to take the over here.
Oh, what, the Arizona Houston game
or Gonzaga?
Yeah,
I mean, Gonzaga can walk till 90. Right?
I agree. I think that is the play there. I think it's Gonzaga because I think you make a case that none of the other games will.
All these overs are just like just going to happen in the first game.
It's got to be the Gonzaga game, right? I mean,
UNC put up 93 against Baylor.
They needed overtime for that, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Gonzaga, had they scored? What's the highest point total they've put up so far? 82. Duke at 85. I mean, 87.5 is a pretty high total.
Gonzaga had 93 against Georgia State.
Well, Georgia State's not in the tournament anymore. Yeah, I know they were the greatest 16
but they are taller than Arkansas is.
That's true. Murray State put up 92. I'm scrolling through the scores and I don't see. This is.
It's Arizona is what you're hoping for maybe against Houston, but Houston's a great defensive team.
I'm over here.
This is priced at an even money bet, which is you look at all the scores for these games. It's not happening at an equal point. So I'm definitely taking the under.
Yeah, I'll take the under there too.
Yeah, I would say
it's Gonzaga or bust, right?
Well, I guess you're getting what? You're getting 16 teams. Does it happen more than 1 in 16 times?
We're bringing up a good point. You're probably better off just playing the Gonzaga team total here.
Yeah.
Or maybe is this just giving? I wonder when team totals come out, if it's less than 87.5, you just play it that way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
we're being intelligent. We must be sharp. Sean.
We are sharp. So I'm officially on the under. What do you guys?
Well, I think we just said you take whatever's lower, this or the Gonzaga team total.
On the over?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going over on either that
Because
or
why
the
do
Gonzaga
that with
team
the
total.
rest? Yeah.
Because I mean
You run
that
a risk of overtime in some other games or something.
and yeah, sure, I'll take over just so I have action for all the games. All right. All right. Let's do a quick. This one's fun. Sweet 16, highest scoring team. So kind of what we were just talking about. Gonzaga. Maybe we just play it this way. Gonzaga plus 250, Arizona plus 500, Purdue plus 500, Kansas plus 550, Arkansas, UCLA 9-1, Nova, Houston 12-1, Texas Tech, Duke 16-1, UNC 18-1, Providence 21 with Miami, Michigan 25-1 with Iowa State, and St. Peter's 33-1.
Who's the wild card here? It's got to be what, second tier, right? Maybe Duke.
I think
maybe UNC.
Duke against Texas Tech is just a tough matchup. UNC,
Providence, maybe you go Providence plus 2,000.
Kansas isn't a defensive stalwart like that. That's an interesting angle right there. I broke them up like this, thinking it would be interesting because to take one from each tier almost. Obviously, the Zags kind of where Colby and I sit on that top tier, but. You know, Providence again, like Kansas is. Would you say Kansas is like an elite defense in the same capacity?
They
as like,
chart at 76 in defensive rating. I think maybe you do. Maybe you take some action on Providence there. I mean, I'll say this: Arizona's defense seemed to be a little iffy against TCU, so perhaps Houston can have success there. As far as Nova, I mean Nova is a very good offensive team, but Michigan's been playing a lot better defense in the past like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
UCLA, I mean you got the Jaime Hako's injury. I mean maybe
he looks pretty healthy though.
Yeah, Arkansas I don't like at all.
I think it's crazy that Texas Tech has lower odds than Providence. I mean like Texas Tech.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah.
I like them to win.
It could go to 4 overtimes though.
I like them to win, but their offense isn't great
Well,
at all.
I mean, and by the numbers, right? 145, 155 for Gonzaga, Arkansas, clearly the highest total. Then you have Arizona, Houston, 145. Then after that, it's Providence, Kansas, North Carolina, UCLA. So to me, because UCLA, North Carolina, like neither one of those teams is going to surprise you as like a super good defensive team. So I might target like both those games for this prop. So yeah, I mean, Providence is good value. I would probably go UCLA and Providence. UCLA 9-1.
What about a wild card here? I know
the,
Iowa State's
Purdue's
offense.
the unpopular answer here because they're playing St. Peter's, but they play good defense, so I don't even like that.
I'm with you. I'm going Providence at 20-1 again. They're and for them to have that crazy 3-point shooting again. Maybe they do it again.
Maybe.
I also like Miami at 20-1. I think there's a world where they really just match up great against Iowa State.
See,
so I'm going
I
Providence.
think
Miami.
if you're going to do that, you go the other way because Iowa State's got a top 15 defense, and in my opinion, it's probably been top 5 over the past couple games. Meanwhile, Miami charting defensively at 261st. Now Iowa State struggled to score the ball all year.
Yeah, you just scratched that game off the list.
Yeah.
That's going to be a load.
I'm just trying to make a case for if their defense is that bad, could Iowa State just have a super day shooting?
But all right. So gun to your head, what's the lowest scoring game of the weekend? Or of the round?
It's the Texas Tech Duke game, right?
And again, the Miami play. Some of that is just like
I like it. It's gut. Your gut.
I'm a good handicapper.
You don't have to explain. Give me UCLA and give me Providence as my 2 plays.
Well, do we want to do? And the Providence play to me is super interesting.
No, let's pick one from each level for fun. No, we don't need to do that.
I think we go Houston Providence. Look what Arizona. Look, Arizona gave up 80 to TCU. TCU's a terrible offensive team.
That's true.
So
all right, I co-sign what Colby just said.
So what do you? I'm going Providence, Miami, and if you're making me take one more, I'll go Arkansas 9-1, just because the Arkansas Providence game is the highest total on the board. It's kind of a fun way to bet that game. You know, the total's sitting at 155. What if it is end up being a shootout and Arkansas edges them out late? That is, instead of getting plus 325 on the money line, you're getting plus 900, and that game might be tough. I mean, that is a full. I'm looking at these win bet totals. That's a full 10 points more than any other total on the board. Second is Houston, Arizona, 145. So you're using the book's numbers against them.
I'll take a shot on as my third team. So I got Houston and Providence. Let me just look at this.
I'm taking
really quick.
UCLA, Houston, and Providence. I like Colby's angle on Houston. I think UCLA can. I mean, why can't they score points against? North Carolina's got a great defense. Come on, guys.
You know what? Let's just take a flyer on Iowa State as the other one. Hey, they scored 84 against Oklahoma State, 84 against, or 83 against West Virginia. Miami's not that much better than those teams.
All right, and kind of we were discussing this. We'll just roll into it. Will any game go into overtime? Yes, plus 175. No, minus 255.
I'm on yes.
That feels like
one goes. I mean,
that feels like a cheap. I feel like we're getting a discount on no because there's been so many. Give me no.
Again, we've had way too many overtime games, and they're taking advantage of your want for the games to be
Colby
awesome.
wants yes though.
Yes, I do. I mean, look, Iowa State, Miami might as well be in overtime right now.
Colby, I mean, for Benedict Dant, that is the perfect scenario. Like, oh look, the team I liked is making it in overtime. The other team I like also in overtime. See, I can't lose. They're both
Benedict
in overtime.
Dant was 7-1 ATS on Sunday, buddy.
And Cooley and
Playing
Bill
both
Self,
sides.
both in overtime together. All right, one more total upsets. In the Sweet 16, this is not by point spread. This is by seed. So how many of the lower seeds, or I guess higher seeds, will win? Over is plus 125. Under is minus 165, which tells me this is like a 2.5.
I'll take. Man, I think.
Well, all right. So I think
it's going to be 3. Personally,
Houston we think is going to be 1. Texas Tech is 2,
and then you're hoping for either Iowa State.
State is
North Carolina
3.
or Providence, right?
Providence is. Oh, this is over by 1 million. Let's go. I got 4. So
yeah, I mean, I like the dogs. I don't know if this price is great, but I'm going to take over just because
I'll lean over too. What happens if Michigan shows up? What happens if St. Peter shows up?
I would love this to be 2.5, but
yeah, you're getting plus odds at least.
Yeah.
Again, I think there's more fun ways to play. I mean, again, if you like these upsets, just play all the teams on the money line. The prop is
closing line value.
oh man, you know what's a value? How about 70% off a yearly plan? That's right. That's what IP Vanish is giving our listeners. You're living the VPN life. You know who you are. Up to again, I'm not asking you what you're doing on the internet. I'm not one of I'm not a hacker. I'm not an ISP. I'm not prying eyes. I'm not looking into your business. Your business is your business. Keep it that way with IP Vanish, our favorite VPN. We've tried some other VPNs. Not going to name names. You know who you are. God's Eye. You know what God's Eye? You know why God's Eye is clear, seen all? Runs on IP Vanish. That's right. IP Vanish is offering an incredible 70% off the yearly plan and a 30-day money back guarantee. No way you get boned here. You're essentially getting 9 months free, which is insane. You can use it on unlimited devices. That's awesome. And again, it doesn't slow you down. Ryan knows all about our internet speed. It has not been. Ryan, tell the people. Tell the people.
Lightning fast.
Dog. IP Vanish, we're officially dog. They're a dog. They're a part of the network. IPVanish.com/SGP. IPVanish.com/SGP. 70% off. That's just gosh darn good savings. Keep them coming, Kramer. What do we got?
Sorry, I was distracted. Colby's doing a NFL wide receiver deep dive over here.
Well, no, look, I'm just looking at the top 10 highest paid receivers, and Chris Godwin, I think, is the only one that's won a Super Bowl. But even then, he wasn't paid.
Michael Thomas, did he win a Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
What? All right, so these kind of leak over from specifically around Sweet 16. These are specifically around games, Sean. We got a Nova Michigan prop. What will they show first? Highlight from the 2018 national championship game, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got to play on this one.
Or a highlight from the Fab Five season.
I'm all over the Fab Five season. Did you guys see today that Chris Webber is finally accepting Michigan as the university again? Remember he was in the dark about that. So I'm all over. They're going to show them. He's going to be rooting for them. He's going to be in the house.
I think you're right. I think he will be at the? Did he announce that he's going to be at the game, or he's made some sort of announcement?
I know that they made the announcement like via Twitter, so I would assume because I know Jalen Rose has been going to the game. I just think even if not, they're going to show that tweet.
Yeah, I mean Jalen Rose, I think will probably be at the game. Juwan Howard is the coach.
The games. Wait, does this have to be once the game starts or once the television?
National broadcast only from tip off to final whistle.
Because I think they'll get to it before tip off.
Commercials do not count.
I think they'll get to that before tip off. What do you think?
I'm still going Fab Five. I think they play a highlight after because I mean the 2018 national championship game. They do like rubbing that, but I'll take the dog here.
Yeah,
I'll go dog
too. I'll go dog too.
It would be wrong if I didn't do this. Give me the chalk. Come on, it's just so much easier to tee that up. There's literally players on the field. All right, who will they show first? This is UCLA UNC game now. We got some blue blood classics. Are they going to show John Wooden -140 or Dean Smith even money?
Smith's more relevant because he died more recently. I think they show Smith. Give me +100.
I mean,
they're going to show Jordan talking to Dean Smith on the sidelines.
I was going to say, do they ever show John Wooden?
They do. I mean, I think I
feel like I don't know what John Wooden looks like, and I watch a lot of UCLA basketball.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot less footage. Like Dean Smith, like you said, it's easy, right?
Well,
like
Wooden was dead. I mean, I guess Wooden lived a long time.
Did they have photography when he was? But I mean, Bill Walton's an old dude. I know. Give me Dean Smith.
With a lot of these, it's just more fun to take the dog. I mean, +100 versus -140 all day.
All right, highest seed to reach the Final Four. All right, so now we're leaving to more of the macro stuff. Highest seed to reach the Final Four. Over under 7.5. Over is -150. Under is +110.
All right, so here are the options. We have St. Peter's. Sorry, what did you say? You
have Michigan, you have St. Peter's, you have North Carolina, you have Iowa State and Miami. One of those teams are playing each other.
Here's the tricky part.
Well, they're one gets to the Elite Eight.
You will have at least one in the Elite Eight for sure. And then it comes down to, can the winner of Kansas Providence take care of that? To me, the pricing here is all wrong. I don't understand why over is minus odds.
Yeah, I like under.
Yeah,
and again, I like the dogs, but under? Are you kidding me? At +110,
it's got to be strictly based on that Iowa State Miami game.
It does.
It's got to be based off that.
But even then, it doesn't make. You know what? That's why I miswrote it down. It's +110 on the over.
Okay.
Sorry, they put under on top of over. What's savages?
Well, now I'm taking the over because I think the over.
No, I'm still taking.
I mean the under, the seeds are so much better, and you would. Yeah.
Who are you betting on then?
Me? I'm saying the winner of the Iowa State Miami game is going to get Providence or Kansas, and Iowa State time they played Kansas lost by 1 in Lawrence.
Here's what I would say:
you get a better money line price there.
Yeah, no, I think what you would do is you're guaranteed one of these teams to make it to the Elite Eight. You could play them on the money line as a way to hedge out if you have this under 7.5. So.
And you're not going to get a -150 money line on any of the teams versus
all those teams that are if St. Peter's gets to the Elite Eight, they're still going to be a decent dog. Yeah. So I'm going under. No, just the math.
System play.
Michigan. What happens if Michigan beats Nova and Houston beats Zona?
That's not happening. Let's stay in reality, Colby. I have all the right picks, and that is not going to occur. How many number 1 seeds are going to reach the Final Four, Sean? We took this bet before.
I'm still loving my 0 at 40-1 that was on WinBet. I looked at it recently. I think I don't know if WinBet's still offering it, but I saw a similar price somewhere that was like 0 is now down to like 5-1 or 6-1.
I'm taking over 1.5.
Well, over under 1.5. Slight juice on the under here. Again, I wrote it. Anyway, Arizona, you got Gonzaga.
I think Kansas is the wild one too. Yeah,
I'm still on the under. I don't like laying -130 on it, but I'll take under.
I think you got to take under.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the matchup. I mean, just the fact that Arizona has to play Houston is a really tough match. I mean, they're only 2-point favorites.
No, but I think Kansas could be sitting on something nice here if they beat Providence. Then they have.
So you're saying
Iowa
Kansas
State
and the Zags
or Miami. I think I would like Kansas's chances, right?
All right. Yeah. So you're saying the two will be Kansas and.
Well, I'm saying you're in a good spot there because either if Arizona beats Houston, you like their chances the rest of the way. I think this is a harder test than what they will get.
All right, and
then
so to add to it, Sean, I have those odds now. 0 is now 6-1.
Yeah, that's what and where'd you get?
1 is 135, 2 is 125, and 3 is 550.
Yeah, I mean, I have 0 in my final 4 bracket. Why doubt it now? Give me under 1.5.
All right. Yeah, under.
Under. And Colby, you said over?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm going to stick to my final 4. Give me over. I have 2. Gonzaga and Arizona. Let's go. Even though I picked Houston on the money line, I'm doing the Benedict Arnold thing.
Yeah, wow. Underrated Benedict Kramer.
Who's Benedict Arnold? Benedict Dundee.
Dant.
All right.
Benedict Dundee.
That's a lot to say. All right, so let's do a little bit of a coin flip. Who wins the NCAA tournament? Would you take Colby a combination of Gonzaga, Kansas, Arizona, Houston, Purdue at -250, or the field at +170?
Ooh, I mean, it's tough because with the field you get what UCLA,
Providence, St. Peter.
It's funny.
Yeah, I think you gotta go chalk.
All of my futures are in the field.
Yeah,
UCLA, Providence, and Villanova. So by that logic, I have to take the field at +170. Although, is this? Do I hedge? Because I mean, if I'm sitting on those 3 futures and then I hedge it with this -250,
you'd be a huge pussy.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I think like Michigan, and then that would mean Michigan or someone like that would win the championship. I'm still going field, although -250 on those teams isn't a horrible value.
Yeah, I'm going chalk.
Chalky. All right, let's.
What are you doing, Kramer?
Yeah. Give me the field. You know I like UCLA to play Providence in the final. What seed will the champ be? 1 seed is -125, 2 seed 475, 3 seed 4-1, 4 seed 7-1, 5 seed 8-1, 8 seed 25-1. Now you're kind of just matching teams with their odds. 11 seed 33-1, 10 seed 75-1 in the field, or any other seed is 150-1. I mean, obviously, I love 4. I got 2 4 seeds playing in the final.
Providence and UCLA.
Give me that at 7-1. Probably better ways.
And the reason why you like that is because I feel great if UCLA beats North Carolina because they're going to get either Purdue or St. Peter's. And also, I feel great if Providence beats Kansas because they're drawing and Iowa State or Miami.
I know you're on Gonzaga, Ryan, but if you take the 4, you also have Arkansas.
Which I believe the 4 and the 1 are the only 2 seeds here who have 3 teams. So something to think about.
And what is the 5 with Houston? Basically some +800. Is there another 5 out there? Is there? Do we only have 1 5?
No, you're just betting Houston.
Okay. Yeah.
But Houston at 8-1. Again, you're probably better off playing their future.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm on the 4 seed at +700.
I think you got to take the 4 seed. I mean, just the fact you have 3 teams.
You have 3 teams,
and the path that I expect UCLA to beat North Carolina, and then I think UCLA is better than Purdue and St. Peter's. So that puts them there, and then like you said with Providence, the fact that someone's gonna play Miami or Iowa State.
And I didn't put these on the sheet, but fun to talk about. In addition to winning it all, UCLA team we mentioned +220 to make the Final 4. That's a fun way to play them. Still, at this point, I kind of like that. Villanova +240 to make the Final 4. Colby, who was Providence 6-1 now, which is interesting, right? They're only 4-point dogs here. Like, what kind of mechanical parlay are you getting to 6-1? They'd have to play.
Wait, Providence?
No, they're 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Good math then.
All right. Speaking of math, thinking of buying and selling some future bets. I just got a notification from PropSwap. My Providence future bid, lowball the guy, got it. Got the ticket. He gave it up. He's not a friar. He's not a believer. That's fine. Got a good price over at PropSwap.com. I use that promo code SGP. I got the instant deposit match up to $500. Imagine you have $200. You're looking to play futures. Why not throw them on PropSwap.com? Then you have $400. You can play getting down on these March Madness futures. Again, if you missed the interview yesterday with Ian, laid out some great strategy. If you like some of these dogs on the money line, maybe play them on the future market and then sell that ticket as soon as they cash. That could be a better way to make some money. Again, that's what's fun about PropSwap. You don't need to have your bet win in order for you to get paid. All you have to do is improve your odds. Go to PropSwap.com, promo code SGP. We're also brought to you by our all-time favorite, StableDuel.com. That's right, StableDuel.com. Horse racing DFS simplified, so easy to use, easy to win. They got free games, they got paid games, they got it all, and including chances to win as much as $25,000 with one entry. Are you kidding me? You don't know anything about horses? That's no excuse not to be playing over at StableDuel.com. Try out the free games. You're gonna love them. The sweat is real over at StableDuel. Download the app now over at StableDuel.com and see how many winners you can pick in your stable. I'll see you in the winner's circle. Play, race, win.
Damn it.
Got him, Colby. Got him.
I know. Sean, breaking news also. Virginia Tech is charging $5 for students to attend the spring game.
Love it.
Coach Pry.
Love it.
Maybe a little bit of Coach Scumbag there. What's going on?
It was free when I was there, but I happily would donate $5 to go have the great privilege to watch Coach Pry.
A pandemic, and you're going to make the students that already pay a shit ton of money, Sean?
They're all right. I mean, come on. I went to college there. No one was fucking scraping by.
Yeah, but you weren't in a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
You think they should fire Coach Pry?
All right.
Is Coach Pry just profiting all
Yeah,
this?
that's what I'm saying. You just gotta.
I love this guy.
Just slide a couple
cares?
bucks under.
Whatever. It's just like one of those cults. Who cares? Let's all go somewhere and have sex. All right.
Whoa, that took a weird turn.
Let's
Are we gonna close it out
wild
with some-
country? Well, I figured I'll throw out the tournament most outstanding player odds real quick. We could. You want to talk about one, or you want to just scrap that and just go lock dog?
Yeah. What alternate lines?
No, most outstanding player.
Oh.
Sean, it's like an MVP, but they say most outstanding, not most valuable.
Do we have odds for those? Or
I'm
no?
looking at. I didn't put them on the sheet because there's a shit ton of them, but I was going to rattle off some of the favorites. Drew Timmy 4-1. Benedict.
Rise.
It's 8-1. Ajbaji 11-1. Holmgren, Mike Skinny, tall son 12-1. Jaden Ivey 14-1. Is it Nebhard 16-1? Remy Martin 18-1. Gillespie 22-1. Koloko 25-1. Juzang 25-1. Braun,
Tiger Campbell. What is he at? We had talked
he
about
wasn't
him.
on the board.
Wow.
We discussed him.
That's what I mean. He
Ben
gets no love. He's the heart of that team.
If Duke goes on a run, Banchero is 33-1. That's kind of interesting considering he's like a lock to win that award. If Duke does
wins,
go on that run.
What about my guy, the white guy with the mustache on St. Peter's? Huh?
What Eddard, right?
He just got a deal with Buffalo Wild Wings. They were like, "See, NIL is cool. This guy's getting paid by Buffalo Wild Wings."
He didn't even have good lighting
him.
in that picture. I don't see him on the list. But I got to imagine, like, all seriousness, the Tiger Campbell angle, if you can find him at any price, I mean, I would imagine it would be north of 50-1. I love that angle. All right, let's just lock it up.
Yeah, let's lock it up.
Who do you like on Providence, Colby? Who's the guy?
I mean, Jared Bynum, right?
You can go Bynum. I mean, you can go Durham.
What's Bynum? Is he on the list even?
They probably don't even respect these.
I mean,
players.
the fact Providence is such a long.
Durham
shot.
is
150-1.
Bynum is
no Durham.
Oh.
Right?
Bynum's not on the list.
Sandbagging sons
But
of
I mean,
bitches.
again, if they make it, like that's a crazy.
Horlicker's on the list though. I see Horlicker there.
Horkler.
What about Nate Watson?
200-1 for Horlicker.
Is Nate Watson the big man there?
150-1.
Providence is still 75-1 on WinBet. That's insane. Do they not realize it's just a team of dog? I mean, Ed Cooley. Did you see that interview?
It's the most experienced team. They're basically a pro team. They're basically approaching.
They asked like, what has he been doing to get ready? He's like, I've been getting ready my entire life. Like,
yeah,
that's the coach of the year.
This is happening. All right. Lock. I mean, I think it's going to be the over 17.5 point victory. I just think there's going to be a blowout. So we'll take over 17.5 points, biggest win in the Sweet 16. I think for my second lock, is it okay to give out a -255? I think you got to bet the no overtime. It's such a discount. -2. It's a lock. It's a Davis. It's a Vegas Dave style lock. And for my dog, I really liked some of the things Colby was saying about Houston being the highest scoring team at 12-1. I'd say throw out that UCLA, Providence, Houston, like throw chop your unit up into threes, sprinkle it on those three teams. I like doing that for the highest scoring team. And then you get action all weekend too. Underrated aspect of that bet. Or at least for 2 days.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm with you, Kramer. I think the blowout is in play for at least one of these games. Give me over 17.5 for my lock, for my first lock. For my second lock, give me highest seed to reach Final Four. Under 7.5 at -150. A little bit of juice there, but that feels good. And again, just going so hard for Providence. 20-1 highest scoring game. Let's go Providence. 20-1 highest scoring team.
Yeah, I like that too.
Colby,
unfortunately, I'm with you on the over 17.5 points. I think that's probably the best play you can do.
Our streams are crossing and synergizing.
I will also ride with over 1.5 for number 1 seeds in the Final Four. I think that's pretty damn likely.
Looking back on that one too, the price is right.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It just makes sense. And then look, I'll join in on the Houston. I think just the fact Arizona's got no tournament experience, Houston's got plenty of it. Houston's a taller team.
They can score.
Yeah, and TCU might have revealed some things about that Wildcat defense. So give me Houston plus 1200.
Could that also be the blowout?
That could be.
Ooh,
could be.
Spicy take from Colby Dant.
Do I think it's going to be? No, but could it?
Arizona is going to get blown out by Houston by more than 17.5 points.
Okay, and last.
Sean was playing some blackjack.
No, I was doing some calculations over here. I'm looking at. Hold on.
I feel like I got to get down on. Let me.
Okay, here we go. 3-team money line round robin. This is a
Degens
what is this? I
this is
prepared.
a hashtag Degens only bet that I'm going to be getting down on. And again, this is only for some hardcore guys and or gals. Arkansas money line.
Already wrong.
St. Peter's money line.
Dog.
Providence money line.
Dog.
2 out of 3, you win a nice chunk of change. All 3 hit. $400 turns into 20,000. So again, bit of a long shot, but you only need 2 out of 3 to cash. I like 2 of those 3 to come in. Let's go.
Good luck, Sean.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who will get penetration.
I'll be rooting for you.
Thank you, Kramer. I appreciate that. Make sure you drop a rating and review as part of Merch Madness. Shout out to the listener who tweeted us his review. Appreciate that. But there's a page where you can send that screenshot in. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/merch madness. All one word, all lowercase. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/merch madness. We're going to be giving away 4 hoodies. So you have until Sunday night to get your entry in. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/merch madness. Make sure you check out Colby and college basketball experience.
I'm your leprechaun.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. What are you doing? Tell a friend. Spread the good word of SGP. That's how we have been growing this. This is how we keep the content train alive. We need the coal. We need you guys shoveling coal in there, keeping this train going. Appreciate it.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Let's go, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.